Still loading. Hey, we're live. Happy Canada Day.
Woohoo! Happy Canada Day.
And happy 6th-year anniversary as a club, you guys.
Happy 6th-year anniversary to you
And to you.
and to us
So
and to all of you.
we launched Carl's Wine Club on Canada Day because it's all about discovering Canadian wine. And we thought that would be pretty epic. Back in 2020, you know what happened in 2020.
Yep.
And many of you guys were there from day one. So I am so excited to do this Wine Wednesday. That is 6th-year anniversary edition. That is Canada Day edition. It's like, what do you call that? A hat trick?
A hat trick.
A hat trick.
Yep.
A hat trick.
A hat trick.
3 special things in one day. So Canada Day, the
And
club's 6th-year anniversary, and Wine Wednesday.
Wine Wednesday. And talking about Lily. And talking about collab. And talking about Burgundy. And talking about golf and wine. I mean, a lot of stuff. Maybe we'll cut it short because there's a place we got to be. A friend at Black Market invited us for a barbecue, so we're gonna be with Rob. Yeah, so awesome. Here you
Great
go.
to see you guys. So if you're here and we get chatting about club memories and all these sorts of things, please leave in the comments what your favorite discovery of Canadian wines has been since we started the club, and or your favorite memory in the club, like if you've come to any of our events, what you loved. Like the average wine enthusiast,
I have a
great
game
to
for you.
see you.
I
What's
have
the
a game
game?
for you.
What's the game?
I want you to think about your top 3 moments of Carl's Wine Club. Okay, since we started.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay, yeah, good.
And you know what? I'm gonna do the same. And this is totally improvised. Okay, there was not staged. I just crossed my mind. Okay, so you tell me. And for all of you guys who are joining us, I would like you to tell us what is your top moment of Carl's Wine Club. Okay, I know that in Burgundy, Daryl told me that one of his top moments of Carl's Wine Club is when Mira blew up a Gabriel glass live.
Oh, I sat.
I sat. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I sat
Yeah.
on a glass.
Yeah.
I don't know why it was on the chair, but I sat on it. So yeah, that was pretty good. Carl was very mad.
That's what Daryl said. He's like, that was not the fact that she blew up the glass, it's the fact was your face was absolutely hilarious. So sorry. But yeah, tell me what is your favorite moment of Carl's Wine Club, if you have one. Also, I want to know where you're tuning in, and what's in your glass, because in my glass here, I'm sorry,
Oh, there's some pretty cool stuff in
I
it.
have a vertical of
Yeah.
Divergence
Sauvignon Blanc.
Yes,
21, 22, 23?
and
Yeah.
Brut Sparkling Sauvignon Blanc. So I have 4, and I also have a little rosé.
Pretty active.
From Divergence of Gamay 23.
So, and the teaser is that Divergence is one of 7 wineries that we're going to be featuring in the club in July.
Yep.
And they all operate under one roof, which is pretty cool. So that means that all month of July, you can build a case. You can get a bottle from Divergence, a bottle from Maynard, a bottle from Horseshoe Cellars, which Mike, by the way, you've tried, one of the first. And you can build your own case, and they'll ship it at the end all together, which is really rare for Canadian wine. Usually you have to order from one winery.
7 small, tiny producer from Ontario, all working at the same place under the Collab umbrella.
It's called Collab, yeah.
Yeah. So, and you guys gonna start discovering some tiny little guys who are making some incredible stuff. I mean, you already know Jeff Mood, owner and winemaker at Divergence, because we featured Divergence before, and Jeff just won one of the biggest Ontario Wine Award in the entire industry. He won the Paul Pender Award last week, and which is a pretty fucking big deal. A pretty big deal. So congrats, Jeff, with the Divergence. I mean, he was with the most influential person in the wine industry last year. I mean, this guy is all about collaboration. This guy is all about helping others. This guy is all about sharing knowledge, and it's pretty darn helpful when the book, a Chardonnay from Jeff from Divergent in Burgundy, and
It showed really
it
nicely.
showed pretty good, pretty done.
Against
So
Premier Cruise, like we were drinking Premier Cruise and some Grand Cruise, and it was really spectacular to see that what we've been saying for 6 years now, guys, that Canadian wines are class, you put them next to any iconic wine region and they can stand their own. It's true. It's true because we went to Burgundy and we did it with you guys and it was epic. Hey, Mike has a great memory.
yeah, and it was
It's
one of
one of
mine. That was
ours.
mine. It's one of
It's one
mine
of
as well.
ours.
Yeah, the Holy Trinity of Pinot Noir, right with Thomas Batchelder, Wismar Park. I have to remember
The
now.
picture is right here. So
Yes,
look,
yes,
look, look,
yes.
look. The picture is right here. It just takes a second. Um,
I need to read in the back of no, it's not the Thomas. We have
yeah, I don't know
the
what's with
Thomas
the.
short
There it is.
shirt
There
is
it
right
is.
there. There
So
you go.
Wismar Park,
Hank.
Wild West End, which is also Wismar Park,
Yeah, and Hank.
and Hank, and we were tasting those all together. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, that was
we
epic.
can see Mike right behind me here,
Yeah,
right behind my right shoulder, and there's Tracy and Jim right on the other side. So yeah,
so funny.
that was one of the epic experience that we had with
Tastings, yes.
absolutely.
And that tailgating thing, you guys have to say, became a bit of a thing in the club. I think Brian Schmidt at Vineland started it. And that time where Mike, I think you were there too,
Yep.
where we went tailgating with Brian and we tasted the Cab Franc from two sides of the same vineyard
Of the boutique vineyard.
of the boutique vineyard, and they were very different. They were
The
both Cab Franc, obviously,
the two
and very
clones,
different.
the two clones,
And you
which
know
are
what's cool is
in
a few
here.
years later, we put the two sides of that vineyard in this wine.
214 and 327 on each side of the road, and we have decided a couple years later to blend them together to
For
do
our
this.
anniversary red.
To do this.
Which, by the way, we found remaining stock of this wine, and we figured at the end of our 5th year, it kind of makes sense to re-release it as we start our 6 years. So that will be coming your way in the next couple days as an opportunity to get a little bit more of it. How's that Cab Franc drinking today?
Absolutely amazing. You know what? Because there's none left. So it's all gone. Mira, I had some friends coming from Alberta, and they couldn't believe how good this wine was.
And we don't have any more either. So, but yeah, the winery does have a good couple dozen cases.
Yeah, so it's going to be re-released in the next couple of days. So stay tuned. It's going to be awesome. And yeah, how about Mira? We start with your top three moment. Okay. And
Oh
after
gosh.
that, we'll talk about Divergence a little more, but not Divergence, the whole collab. And we also need to give a shout out to Lely Vineyard because the rise of the Lely Vineyard since Peter Gamble and Sperling jump in, it's absolutely amazing. The wines are keep getting better and better and better every single year. And I remember 3 years ago talking with Peter and Ann, our incredible event at Stonebridge, Lely Stonebridge, that I was so surprised of the quality of the Lely Vineyard. And I didn't understand why people were so disappointed with how Lely turned out. And I didn't know the whole. Anyway,
So basically, I think some of the vineyards got neglected or something along those lines. But there's a new owner that purchased, brought in Anne Sperling, Peter Gamble, and let me tell
and
you,
Thomas Reed, who runs the place like a freaking genius. The guy is really so freaking good and takes care of a lot, like takes really good care of the client. And I think when you have Anne Sperling, Peter Gamble in the winemaking facility, I mean, and you're full time. I mean, this is a big help. And yeah, the wines
very
are
cool.
just getting better and better. And another, like we're featuring three gold medal wines, couple 93 points and 92 plus, and all of this. So it's really cool to see the rise of the vineyard. And if it keeps going like that, people will completely forget about that couple of maybe that 10 years of lull that they experience, but oh my god, that they're back. The wines are so cool and so good. The Malbec, the Zweigel, the white blend with mostly Pinot Noir, so white Pinot Noir, really cool and really good. The Chard and the Chard Surly, top notch. The wild ferment, like absolutely kicked my ass. I loved it a lot.
Mhm.
And
See when he bangs on the table, the whole screen
yeah,
shakes.
that's exactly like it's a shaking moment.
There you go.
Yeah, and so that's for Lily. We're gonna have Lily for another couple days, I believe, maybe today and tomorrow. Still
We
in
were gonna close it up, but then Thomas is available tomorrow for an
for an
interview.
interview. So we're
And we figured, and we were away up until this week, you guys. We got stuck coming back from Europe. It was pretty bad. Uh, but you can't complain when you get stuck in Europe, you know. But it took us longer, a lot longer to get back than we thought. Anyways, we are going to be recording that, I think, tomorrow afternoon. So we'll send it out to you guys. That way, if you were on the fence about Laley, you aren't sure, he's going to answer some questions. It is outstanding what we found at Laley, you guys.
oh yeah.
Like great member pricing on some great wines. They're winning awards left, right, and center. Their
Oh, and also
pricing, I think, is fantastic.
the exclusive, the Meritage exclusive to the club,
Exclusive releases. So there's some great stuff.
really darn good as well.
Absolutely.
So that's for Lily. An interview coming up tomorrow, and after that, we're going to move on to the collab program, and we're going to start the first one with a Divergence, which, by the way, make also a Syrah from the Black Bank Hill Vineyard that's going to crack, and we're going to have that available. They have a vertical of Sauvignon Blanc that we just talked about, Bubblies, the Brut Rosé is outstanding, Gamay Rosé as well was kicking ass right now. I'm just tasting it, and Chardonnay, single vineyard, single block from the Frontière block in the Grimsby Hillside. I already did a YouTube video on it. We took two. Uh, Burgundy with us. Yeah, Divergence is just filled with incredible wine. Houssan Marni as well. Single. There's something with the collab group. Almost all of them are making a Viognier. And it's so cool because that's not something that Ontario or Niagara is known for. And we're just finding that these wines, there's Bog Vineyard, there's also Mio Vineyard, who makes Viognier, and they make some single vineyard Viogniers like awesome. So now we have some Viogniers from different small producer in the same feature. So it's going to be really, really cool to experience all side by side. Daryl, welcome, Daryl. You are on Wismar Foxcroft Chardonnay tonight. Absolutely cool. And now I want to know, which vintage do you have, Daryl? That's the question. Is it a 2020? Just
Let's
teasing.
see. So Valeria, my mom, and Mike, the average wine enthusiast, are saying that our video is cutting out. Guys, is it stopped now? Because I just tried something. So hopefully it stops from now on. But let me know if it doesn't. 21 Wismar Foxcroft Bachelor Chardonnay,
There
crushing
you
it on
go.
Canada Day.
There you
Amaze
go.
balls. That's great. Woohoo!
Love it, love it. So let me know. I think it should be all better now. Hopefully we're not freezing. But yeah. Now, Mira,
Carl Boucher.
it's your turn. I want to know, and not only me, but I believe that our listener also want to know your top three moments of the 6 years of Car Wine Club. Well,
Okay.
now 5 complete years and
So
starting
I'll
6 years.
just go. Hey, Rob, thanks. I will go with what comes to mind first, which is honestly that first year that we did our Members' Choice Awards, where we picked a winery that we had discovered as a
You're
club
stealing one of mine.
in the
Oh my
last year.
God.
And members voted on our shortlist. So members voted for Black Market Wine Company in BC, and they voted for Bellaterra Vineyards in Ontario. And then members were like, you guys, a few people were like, well, we should now, when we're allowed, because back then, remember, COVID, when we're allowed, we should all get together at these two wineries and celebrate that they were our winery of the year. And so we did. We threw a party at Black Market,
pig
a
roast
pig roast.
with a
Okay.
massive storm. 10 flooded before the vertical of syndicate.
But as soon as everyone got there, everything was perfect. The sun came out almost like rainbows. It was fantastic. And they were roasting the pig all day on the spit. And we had the vertical of the syndicate and we had all these other great wines, and it was phenomenal. But guess what happened? Terra, when they found out that Black Market event, they said, well, we want to go. They flew from Ontario to BC to come to the event. And
We have the
I
picture of
have the
Fred,
picture because we keep
Marcel,
it.
and Rob.
Look at this, you guys. This is, I don't know if it'll freeze on me, but
Yeah, and totally that used to be just
yeah,
because it was on stage because that was one of my top three as well. So I'm gonna
look
find
at
something
this.
else, but yeah, there you go.
So that is Fred on the left holding Rob's bottle.
Rob's Cab Franc,
Yeah.
and
And
Rob's
Rob
holding
holding
Fred's
Fred's
Cab Franc.
Cab Franc. The meeting of the Cab Francs. And back then we didn't really like realize that Cab Franc is probably the king grape across all Canadian wine regions. But after 6 years of discovery, I think we can safely say that if we had to pick one grape that we think Canada can be world class in across the country, I think it's Cab Franc. We've even had a Cab Franc that was great from Nova Scotia. A straight up red Cab Franc from Nova Scotia from what, 2016? It even aged well.
Yeah.
So
Just right on the cliff of the Big Fundy. Right on the cliff.
so I mean, yeah, Cab Franc. And the kin grape that we've discovered on the whites is Chardonnay, which works out really well.
I would say
it's his favorite grape.
it's not even close. I mean, yeah, we make some tremendous Riesling, but maybe not across Canada. I would say Chardonnay is to my opinion, by a long shot, the king grape of Canada. And we've been saying that for many years now. So yeah, yeah. So that's one of your memories. How about you go with memory number two?
Yeah, so it's already been mentioned. The first thing that comes to mind is tailgating. But Mike mentioned the tailgating we did with Thomas Batchelder, where we had the three vineyards side by
The
side.
Holy Trinity.
It was really cool. Pinot Noir, right?
Yep.
All Pinot Noir.
Yeah, Hank.
And you could
Wismer
taste
Park.
how different they are, even though they're like steps across from each other. But as we talk about that, all the other tailgating incidents in the club come to mind, coming from first one, which was with Brian Schmidt at Vineland. And then I most recently am fond of meeting with an amazing Canadian born winemaker, Pascal Marchand, who took Burgundy by storm in the 80s, and he's still making wine there, and he's
a legend.
A legend in Burgundian wine circles. And he spent a whole day with our members when we were there a few weeks ago in Burgundy. It was phenomenal.
And we did kind of tailgating. I mean, not Carl's Wine Club Canada side because there was no wines involved in the vineyard. But
my only regret
I
in
know,
Burgundy is
I
that
know.
we didn't do wines when we went vineyard touring with Pascal at his actual vineyard.
But we taste him on Canadian wines though.
Oh yeah.
And he was blown away by the Legado and by the Legado Pinot Noir of Da Silva, and he was also blown away by the Reserve, by the Black Lion Chardonnay Ferox.
Yeah.
So that was
those
really
two winemakers were with us, and it was epic. Daryl was there. We want to show those pictures, and we want to like do a little bit of a.
We should do a full Burgundy show.
A full Burgundy show, yeah. I don't want to
so.
do it now with this freezing that we're having on our screen here. The internet has never been great at this location. But we will do a full Burgundy recap show, and anyone who's thinking of Burgundy with us next year, you should definitely view that. And if you're not, you should still view.
At least one picture of the cave at the property under the main house.
I don't think I can from here. I'll see if I can from my phone. Well, it'll be again. It's happened before, so yeah.
Because it was
epic.
something else, and we already talked with Vincent, our host, and we're thinking, we're going to go to the same place, and Burgundy is going to happen every year. Like this is something we can confirm, and it was a heck of a trip. But so this is your top three? You have a spit roast at Black
Pig
Market.
roast with winemakers from both sides of the country at
Oh,
Black
first,
Market.
yeah.
It was
Tailgating.
especially the most recent one in Burgundy.
And what's
And
the third?
then the third would be
Because your tailgating one is kind of not fair. This is three in the same one, right?
oh, there's
There's
more than three. We've done
bachelor.
tailgating a few times.
There's
We did tailgating in the Silmacommune with winemakers from across the country.
which was pretty epic. There was a Pan
Um,
Canadian
a Pan Canadian
number
event,
two. Yeah, yeah.
and that was incredible. So there's that tailgating in general. And then third memory in the club, the cave. Yeah, I'll have to show you a picture of it. And yeah,
Yeah.
the cave in Burgundy where I mean a lot's happened to us in the last 6-7 months, you guys. Some of you know, and so being in that cave in Burgundy had so much more significance than just being in a cave in Burgundy would, which is already phenomenal, right? But for us, it just meant a lot that we could be there with members and fully alive and able to enjoy it.
And
So,
with 36 bottles of Canadian wines.
oh,
That's
yeah, thank you,
also
Jeanette. Yes, that was so cool to be in a cave in Burgundy, tasting Burgundian wine with Canadian wine and Canadian winemakers. I mean, that's the whole idea. And then we pulled it off because of you guys. We pulled it off in Burgundy, and it was phenomenal,
epic.
epic. Jeanette
Better,
and Danny, nice to see you guys.
even better that we were expected. Even better. And on that note, after France, we went to Hungary. We
And
spent
Romania,
we
because members sent us there to scope out our next trip, which
yeah,
is starting to get like
yeah,
this is
and
crazy.
we found some incredible spot, and we found the Hungarian wine legend, Joseph Szentesi. And I think it's
He's
what
amazing.
like we
Yeah.
spent 4 hours. He opened 24 bottles of wine, not for a full group.
Just for us. It was wild, you guys.
It was crazy. He was absolutely
And
nuts.
every bottle was really good. He's the guy that we went we went to a couple wineries in Romania after that where we're going to take members, and we mentioned, oh, we're having dinner tomorrow night with Joseph Santeshi, and they're like, what? How'd you get a dinner with him?
Yeah,
And so he's quite the legend. He revived some super rare varietals,
we were destroyed by the phylloxera.
phylloxera, and you know, with that kind of thing, you're always like, well, that'll be interesting. You know, it might be a little interesting, but you're not expecting anything to blow your socks off. Well, guess what? We tasted a couple that he made.
We brought like a couple.
It would be like 92, 93 points.
Oh yeah, and it's
Fantastic.
Cabernet, it's Capsule, it's Sauv Blanc. He makes like the traditional, the Bordeaux varietals, like the international varietals, but he makes all of these indigenous Hungarian varietals, which is like so freaking cool. Anyway,
Interesting.
why did I went there?
So
Oh, because we were talking about
Daryl is saying Vincent is the host goat. Yes, I agree. The
oh,
greatest of all time.
the great of all time.
So fun.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely.
he said he really liked this too. He's hosted groups for at least what, 15, 20 years?
And he said that he never had as much fun hosting a group of people. He said,
Aw,
yeah, like that was the very best.
so special.
And because he was involved, he was included in all of our tasting and all of our visits and all of our stuff. And yeah, he's the like Daryl, you said it perfectly, the GOAT.
Yeah,
He is the greatest of all time. And we're going to see
very
him
cool.
again next year, same around the same date. We're going to switch a few different things. But yeah, I mean, this is really, really cool. Now, so this is yours.
Yes.
No,
What
your
are
top
your
three.
favorite memories?
So
You guys let us know too. Might tell us a little bit at the tailgating. Your favorite memories from 6 years of Carl's Wine Club. I mean, there's been a lot we've done. Do you remember when we used to do the wine dinners at the Delta Grand
at the Delta
in
Grand.
Calgary during COVID lockdown? We figured out a way to throw a huge wine to you guys. There was this hotel with a foyer, and Carl would be in the middle of the foyer talking about wine, and then everyone would have their wines delivered to their rooms on the balcony
with
with
the
a 5-course pair dinner.
yeah,
It was pretty epic. And then you don't have to go anywhere after. You weren't really allowed to. You just sit in your hotel room and go to bed.
Yeah, the Goodness came a couple times there
Yes.
because we did Hillside, we did Black Market. No, did we do Black Market?
Yep.
Yeah, Hillside, Black Markets, Summer Hill, and Bellaterra. So
Yeah.
that was the four edition of the I don't know how we call that again. That was
The Canadian Wine Dinner Series.
The Great Canadian Dinner Series. Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah,
was
at the
fun.
Delta Hotel.
Which, speaking of fun things to do, I mean, we've got our wine touring in the Okanagan coming up in August and September, but we've also cracked another crazy idea. So if you like to golf, please tell us in the comments because this is a newfound thing for us. It's been many years since Carl's been able to golf
Because I'm out of
kids,
threes, and then I
kids and
coach.
hockey and baseball schedules. But now we're finding our kids are really into golf and we're back into golf. So we're thinking, what if we did a golf and wine weekend with the alternative to turn your golfing time into spa time if you're not into golf? Like I could take the ladies out
So what I'm thinking,
spawing for
it's
some of
a
it.
an experience where we do 2 rounds of golf, 2 days of touring, 3 days of touring, and three fantastic wine dinners. So that's the idea behind that. If you're into golf and if you don't think that I'm a total lunatic, put that in the comments and we'll go from there. But I think this fall can be the first one in Okanagan, and guess what? We can do that at the international level too. So so that's the idea. And you know what? I didn't have that idea. My 11 years old had that idea. He said, Dad, why don't you include golf into these wine trips? And I was like, hmm. And he
Because
said,
they're
by
into
the way,
golf.
can I take over your business when I'm old enough?
That's really cute. That's really cute.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. Uh,
Well, there you have it, guys. It's Canada Day. It's Wine Wednesday, but it's also our 6th year anniversary as a club. We are so grateful for all of your support over the years and for everything we've been able to do together and all that we've been able to support in terms of the Canadian wine industry. It's been incredible. 6 years. I mean, probably what? How many wines tasted? I would say maybe 10,000 wines tasted in 6 years, maybe
6 years,
at least
yeah,
6,000, eight
yeah,
thousand.
at
We're
least,
up to like 2,000 a
yeah.
year now. But in
We
the
tasted
first
it.
few years, it wasn't that much because we couldn't get out to wineries and stuff. It was still COVID. Um, Daryl, no, Mike's asking if they golf in France. Oh yeah, I bet they do. I bet
Yeah,
they
there was
do.
one in Bone. My 2 kids still blame me for not sending them during the trip. So
Yeah, so I think we got to check that one out for
top
sure.
memories for Daryl.
Yay, Daryl!
I told you so.
But what about that time that I walked in on Carl during a live and he jumped 3 feet in the air and screamed like a girl? That was also caught on camera. Mike got that moment.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, that's a good one.
the
That,
Bachelor tailgate and the Pascal Marchand event. Amazing.
yeah.
I
Then
agree
Daryl,
with
you've
those.
been there for most of them, just like Mike, just like Danny and Jeanette. And yeah, these are cool. Danny, Jeanette, tell us are your top three
Yes, yes, we
moments.
want to know.
There's one moment for me that really stood out, and it's at the Pan Canadian Masterclass number 3. The third one at Suan staff. When Richard De Silva and Keith Tyers were presenting a Pinot Noir at the same time. Both were emotional. Both were like it's so funny to have both side by side and have those Pinot Noir at complete opposite side of the spectrum. Both super emotional dude. Both love each other like brothers. And to me, to watch these two talking about Pinot Noir in front of our Pan Canadian um,
Yes. Yeah.
crowd, it was something special.
Yeah.
So that's one of my very, very top memories of the 6 year Cars Wine Club. Uh, I have to say that obviously, just like you guys, the Thomas Batchelder tailgating, I mean, has to be part of that. Um,
Yes.
I have one other memories of Thomas Batchelder that nobody else was there. Only Mira was there. She dropped me off and she had to run, and she knew that she couldn't stay there because there was a, uh, a members party waiting for us, and she knew I was never going to make it on time. So before the leading post members event, I had a good idea to book myself. I knew I have 3 hours, so I'm going to go see Thomas, and I'm going to taste a few wines with Thomas before I go to leading post.
Shaking the table.
And I think we ended up tasting, I think there was something like 30 something wines. And obviously I didn't make it on time. And but yeah,
just on time.
Just on time. Just on
Enough
time.
to stress everyone out.
Nah, yeah.
Everyone's here early.
That was a heck of a memory for me. And I mean, my very first time that I met Marcel Morgenstern.
You mean on the phone? Because I was listening to her. And the conversation turned crazy like 2 minutes in. I thought this guy is gonna like I don't know what's gonna happen. Like they got talking about like women's panties at some point.
Yeah, I think it was in the second minute.
Yeah. I was like, who is this person? You know them?
But I think the first time that I went to Niagara, I met Marcel at 9 a.m. at Bellaterra. It was my very first time. He took me straight from Bellaterra to Big Head. And I think we had like a 25 wine tasting at Big Head. And after that,
9 a.m.
At 9 a.m., we were late to go meet with Elif and Adnan Isel at Iceller after that. And we spent 3 hours with Adnan where he absolutely rolled the red carpet. It was incredible. And we spent the whole day, well, 2 or 3 days touring, Marcel and I, and we really hit it off. And that's where an amazing relationship started. So
actually, the first edition of our club wine, if y'all remember, was put together very quickly, but very well. It was the value edition. It was what, our first anniversary wine, you could say.
Yeah.
And that was made by Bellaterra and Fred DeProfio as the winemaker. So yeah, there's been some cool things, you guys.
Many, and obviously Burgundy. I don't know if it's because it's memory, recent memory bias. How you say that? Anyway, just because it was just a couple weeks ago, but Burgundy has to be
absolutely.
Yeah, that moment in the cave was incredible. The Claude Vougeot was pretty incredible as well.
Claude Vougeot is like this castle where the taste event wine club, I guess, has been that's been their clubhouse, but it's quite an old
it's the
Cistercian
and you know what? I think
stronghold there.
The picture that we took at the wall at the DRC, the whole group together.
Yes. Okay. We're going to have these pictures for you guys. So anyone interested in Burgundy, let's stay in touch on that. We'll get us all together in a meetup and share lots more pictures and lots more fun about it. Danny mentioned the pig roast dinner among the vines at Black Market. Yes, that was so special. The tasting in the Similkameen vineyard of Macboucherie and the Pascal Marchand tasting. See, like we have a lot of the same kind of core memories, you guys. It's like we're a little family here. I love it. All teasing aside, much appreciation for the experiences you guys provided. Total respect. Oh, thank you, Daryl. Much appreciation for you, because I'm pretty sure you've bought out like half the wineries in Canada and they're in your living room right now. So thanks for all your support, you guys, and Jeanette and Danny too.
You guys became friends over the years, and we are greatly
and Jeanette and Danny, if we had like thought about it, we would have left you a little surprise or something when we picked up our glasses from you the other day. But we were at the end of an excruciating journey back from Burgundy. We could barely like keep our eyes open. We're like, where are we?
The drive from
thanks.
Seattle to home has to be one of my hardest drive I had in a
it was all night.
In a few decades.
Anyway.
Everyone was sleeping sound in the car. Yep. One of those. But yeah, I just say if it's over 42 degrees and you want to visit the Colosseum in Rome,
because you're there on a lengthy layover,
just postpone it. Just don't do it.
No, I mean it was still cool. Like,
our kids had a monumental
meltdown.
meltdown.
They're like, we're gonna die. We're
I
gonna
don't
die of
care
the heat.
what Cedric said. I don't give a shit about that Coliseum. I just want to go to the air conditioning. Get me out of
Yeah, it
here.
was terrible. Yeah.
Oh, it was horrible.
And we laugh, but it's not funny because a lot of people have passed
Yeah.
from the
Okay.
heat there. So like, yeah, not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
But
But anyway, stay safe, you guys. Happy Wine Wednesday, happy Canada Day, and happy 6th club anniversary. Let's avoid Rome at all costs. Daryl, we've been to a few places in Europe now, and my kids are convinced that Rome, especially, is
the worst place on the planet.
worst
They
place.
hate it. We
They
got
said,
scammed.
they said it's worse than Baltimore.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. And it's a lot said because Baltimore is a real shithole. So yeah.
Anyway, I'm sure we just didn't get to see the best of it because it was a heat wave and we were only there for a very short window. And I'm sure if we ever go back, it'll be great. But
Yeah.
yeah, not showing its best face at that point.
Oof.
Anyway, cheers, Carl Boucher. I think we
Hey,
should have savored a bubbly for our anniversary or something. Like we got to keep the celebration going and keep that spirit alive. We have talked about writing a sort of coffee table book with amazing pictures and stories from the last 6 years tasting with you guys and discovering different Canadian wine adventures. So if that's something you'd want on your coffee table, let us know. We will look into that very soon. I think we have enough pictures from us and from members like you guys that we could make a pretty epic coffee table book. And why not? Because you need a good coffee table book with really cool pictures to flip through and guess over or whatever. So why not, right? And
wine not.
why not? And I
Wine
think,
not.
these kinds of fun wine stories that we have come across, those are good stories to record, right?
Oh,
If we don't do it,
absolutely.
who will, right? So,
Hey, just one more memory would just came to mind.
yes.
Eating Chenin Blanc grape,
Oh,
while
yes.
tasting the Chenin
I
Blanc.
think I do have a picture of that.
Eating
Yes.
Chardonnay grapes while
Oh, yeah.
tasting Chardonnay.
Mm-hmm.
Eating Sauvignon Blanc grape while tasting Sauvignon Blanc. All from the Silva with Richard at the Pan Canadian. Was it the Pan Canadian?
No,
No, that
it
was
was
no
they were our
the
BC
winery of the
Winery
year.
of the Year winner.
That's what
I
that
don't
is a
have that
pretty
one
epic.
as a picture, but I do have some other great. So this was that original tailgate, you guys, with Branch Schmidt at Vineland. Look at that. And then this is another memory that we haven't mentioned yet, but
Oh, they smokes the 116 Chardonnay.
we own like 112 or
The
116
16, I think.
Chardonnay
Yeah.
live. We got over like almost 8 hours. And as word got out, stopped by and helped us with all of the just partially tasted
What about
bottles.
that? That should have been in my top 3.
And we
I
did
had a heart attack a
that
couple
was
weeks later.
yeah, hopefully not related. Uh, but yeah, no, we did have marathons like that with Rosé, with Cab Franc, with Syrah, with Merlot, with Pinot Noir, with Sauvignon Blanc, with Riesling. That's how I know something about wine because I knew nothing when I started 6 years ago, you guys. Nothing. So happy Canada Day, Leslie. Thank you for all your support of Canadian wine and Canadian wineries and the club. 6 years as a club. Happy Wine Wednesday and happy Canada Day. There you go.
Hey, thank you. Thank you all. Thanks to
Thank you
you,
guys. Have
all
a
of you
fabulous
members.
night. It's a heat wave out east, I think. So stay cool and drink some Sauvignon Blanc from Canada or some Riesling or some Chardonnay. Have a great night. Cheers, Mike. Cheers, Leslie. Cheers, Daryl. Bye, Danny and Jeanette. Nice to see you all.
Love you guys. You
Love you
guys are the
guys.
best.
Thank you.
Cheers.